So far in this series of videos on letting go, which is our Lenten theme this year, we have looked at letting go of tensions in the body, letting go of thoughts in the mind, and letting go of outcomes. This week, I'd like to address letting go of the need to judge. Letting go of the need to judge. It seems that we humans, or at least we 21st century Americans, have a strong tendency to automatically respond to everything we see or hear or experience with some kind of commentary, judgment, analysis, criticism, labeling, or categorizing. I like this. I don't like that. I'm right. You're wrong. That person is attractive. This person is unattractive. Liberal or conservative, smart or stupid, a winner or a loser. And this tendency can be stifling to our spiritual health and wholeness. Let me offer an example from my own life. I started growing roses decades ago because I was intoxicated by their fragrance. If a particular species of rose had a strong, sweet fragrance, I loved it. If it had no fragrance at all, I wasn't interested. Once I even removed a rose bush from my rose bed because it had no fragrance and therefore nothing to offer me. And then one day, I was out in my rose garden early in the morning as the sun was just coming up, and the sun hit the translucent petals of one particular rose in just such a way that it was radiant and luminescent. And the color was so intense and vibrant and otherworldly that it took my breath away. Now, it had been one of my least favorite roses in my rose garden, since it hardly had any fragrance at all, and I had thought that its color was unattractive. But that morning, with the early sunlight shining through its petals, there was no more beautiful rose on earth. And from that moment on, I saw that rose. In fact, I saw every rose differently. I realized that each particular rose bush, there are thousands of varieties, has its own unique beauty and gift to offer. By only focusing on the fragrance of a rose, or the lack of a fragrance, I had been missing the beauty of its unique color and the shape of its blossoms. I was missing the subtle differences in the color of each bush's leaves, the shape of the bush itself, the hardiness or fragility of the bush, which determined whether it needed more or less of my time and care. I've come to think of rose bushes in terms of each one's personality, as it were. Some are bold and ostentatious. Others are meek and shy. Some tend to be hale and hardy, immune to aphids and fungus. Others tend to be more vulnerable to attack or to disease. By passing judgment on each and every rosebush solely on the basis of its fragrance, I had closed myself off from receiving the God-given gifts that each bush, each blossom was offering me. I was not appreciating each bush's unique gifts and personality. And I've come to realize that I tend to approach people and things and experiences in my life in the same way, as if they were one-dimensional. I immediately and unconsciously judge someone I meet or see by the way they look, or by their political viewpoint, or their religion or denomination, their race, ethnicity, nationality, or any number of other characteristics. This person is attractive, that person is ugly. This person is a member of such and such political party, that person belongs to such and such religion or denomination. And when I do this, when I immediately unconsciously judge or categorize or label or compare some person or group or some nation or something, it's like I'm judging a rose bush on the sole basis of its fragrance. I'm cutting off the possibility that that person or group or nation or thing or experience might have much more to offer, to give, to gift. By immediately judging, I exclude the possibility of appreciating. Like me and my single-minded focus on the fragrance or lack of fragrance of a rose, do we, with our habitual, spontaneous, unconscious judgments, cut off any possibility of appreciating all the bounteous, beautiful, wondrous gifts that God's people, God's creation, God's love has to offer? Can we let go of our need to judge?